stop in my tracks and go home.
Devontez Walker, wide receiver out of University of North Carolina. The measurements I have for him are 6'1" and 1/2 inches, 193 pounds with 33 1/4 inch arms. I'll let you know the things that I think he needs work on up front. We'll try to demonstrate that in the video along with the things that he does well. Devontez needs a lot of work on his route running. He's very unconvincing running slant routes. He is not clean or sudden out of his breaks, labors to get separation on intermediate routes, is not able to drop his weight suddenly, come back to the ball in a hurry on comebacks or curls. On top of that, he has inconsistent hands. I do wonder how much diversity can be worked into his route tree at the next level. In college, he's not asked to run much in that regard. Things I do like about him: he can be moved inside and out. I particularly like him as a big slot. If you do not get hands on him, he will run by you and beat you deep. He's a bona fide deep threat. He's deceptive off the line in beating press, and that is something that shows up over and over again, regardless of the corner. He's able to win pressed up against the sideline and run by DBs. Devontez can be moved around, but I feel he'll have great success out of the slot. That is where we find him. We have our first round corner matched up with him in off man. Devontez is a burner, and he's going to run right by Nate Wiggins. We'll see it from this angle. Nate's very much in chase mode here, grabs Devontez's arm. Ball's underthrown too. I know this quarterback went high, but I think Devontez's production would have been a lot higher with better quarterback play. Devontez at the top of our screen. He got Nate twice in this game deep. Nate makes a mistake in not jamming his release, if even just a little. But this is not unusual. You see this over and over in Devontez's tape. Against man corner, he wins the sideline and gets on top of the DB. Devontez at the bottom of our screen. And if you don't get your hands on him at the line of scrimmage, he's going to run right by you. And you see that over and over on tape. Quarterback play is inconsistent. You can see he's got good separation here deep. He's going to have to wait on this football. But he brings it in. Watch it again. Something else I want to point out about Devontez's game that I do like a lot. You can see it in one or two of the plays I've already shown. He does a nice job with his hands late to get just that last minute separation before he goes up to get the football. Devontez at the top of our screen. He does not get this football, but you can see he gets open deep. This time he beats the defensive back inside. I think you can be creative with Devontez, move him around, put him in motions, move him outside and in, create opportunities for him. This is a nice release, sort of slow plays it off the ball, jab step, and then very explosive. He is a long strider that must be able to accelerate very quickly as there's not much sideline to work with. He wins the sideline and gets on top of the defensive back. Again, this is where I think he's going to best shine, the number 2 receiver inside, this time against a different Clemson DB. Really get a look at his speed here, pulling away. Like to see him track that football and make that catch. This is a drop. We'll watch it from this side. Very impressive speed. Difficult catch, but one he needs to make. Devontez is at the top of our screen. He's going to slow play this, sell inside off the ball. The defensive back is going to open up towards the sideline. Another poor throw by the quarterback. Once the defensive back opens up toward the sideline, Devontez crosses his face, and it's pretty much a wrap deep. This is mostly deep stuff, obviously, but if he can continue to work to beat press and get off the line, if the team can work to open him up and move him around, perhaps initially at least, the deep stuff is enough. He's at the bottom of our screen. He's going to get a ton of separation on this route. Again, he has to wait on the throw, turning it into a jump ball situation. Really would like to see him go up and get this thing. Bottom of our screen, not a particularly convincing double move. I do think he shows a knack for reading defenses and finding holes in zone coverage. Devontez is at the bottom of our screen. He's going to run across. This is a clear drop. This angle shows clearly this football should be caught. This is a nice vertical run from the slot by Devontez. I think the team should make effort to give him opportunities. I'd hate to see him simply languish on the sidelines or just be a special teams player. Shows a nice feel, kind of working this zone on the seam and getting a touchdown.